South Africa won. Nigeria won. Is that a good result for Super Eagles of Nigeria or a bad result?
My first question is, why is it that everything is against Nigeria?
What is against Nigeria?
Everything. Government against us. Economics against us. Food against us. Transport against us. Waiting in one game. That's a very bad result actually for a whole so-called Super Eagle. At the end of the day, I discovered they are not even Super Eagle, they are Super Chicken. Because how will you own Nigeria with that kind of player? It's a very bad result. Very bad result.
This is a team that has, currently they have the former African Football of the Year and the current African Football of the Year. We saw the Super Eagles of Nigeria struggling against teams like Lesotho, Benin Republic, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. This is a group that we should have won with ease. What do you think actually was the problem from the beginning till now? What do you think was the problem?
You know, when they made a group, I was one of those people that beat my chest that Nigeria was qualified. Not knowing that they are going to disgrace themselves, not me. Even though I'm not this kind of someone that watch Super Eagles, but these days I just develop interest in them. But at the end of the day, I regret my decision. Because how will Nigeria lose against Benin Republic? Nigeria will be struggling against Lesotho, Rwanda. It won Nigeria.
Even drew against Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, they don't even know.
Currently last on the table with 4 points.
Not even on the table, they are even last in everything. Zimbabwe, Lesotho, where they just develop football. So Nigeria are now struggling. Automatically, they are out of World Cup. Me, I don't even have hope. They are out of World Cup to me.
Let's get into the game. We needed that point, 3 points by all means, but unfortunately we conceded first through an own goal by Trossard. Do you think that the coach got his starting lineup wrong?
Actually, I won't still blame the coach because at the end of the day, the player that later came in, they do nothing. AFCON, the women AFCON, Nigeria conceded 2 first half. But you see the urgency, you see the determination. For every team there, for every goal we are pursuing, there's supposed to be an aim. And Super Eagles doesn't have an aim. That this game we are coming to come and win. No, they are always just, the only thing they know how to do is they dance at training, they dance at dressing room, they talk, post on TikTok. That's what they are good at. But when it comes to pitch to showcase their talent, they showcase what they are good at, they are zero.
Let's look into it. The last time out when Nigeria played their 2 games, played against Rwanda and also played against Zimbabwe, there was one thing we complained about, which is lack of teamwork. There was no good completed passes. The players were more individual. They hold the ball, hang on the ball a lot. We know that in modern football is all about passes and movements. It seems to be lacking in the Super Eagles. What do you think is the problem? Is it that we don't have the right coach, or that the players are not committed to play according to the instruction of the coach?
Number one, the coach is, we have a wrong coach. This coach is not supposed to be the one coaching us by this period. Assuming we are playing World Cup qualifier, we are using different kind of coach. Automatically, we should know at that point that it won't work out. Because the first coach is there, they are using his pattern, they are still trying to adapt. You bring the second person in, okay, you have to adapt to his own. The third person in again, you just have to adapt. And then to the player, and there's something at this point, this player, they don't have to even tell you that play like this, do like this. You are all professionals. You are internationals. At this stage, you are one of the top players. All of you are playing in top teams. So nobody should tell you that do this before you know what to do. Now we are now struggling. Now if we forget about it, some people are saying they are playing in different league. All those Europe, all those England, all those Portugal, all those Germany, are they not playing in different league? But if you see the way they play, even if they reduce, they will play. At least we don't even shot on target. We don't have. Talk less of even scoring. Osimhen is out of the team. Our front line is 0. Then our 2 wingers, Lookman, I don't know what is wrong with Lookman actually. Lookman is it's a very big disappointment. I don't know, they shouldn't have given him the African best player. I don't know. They shouldn't. If this is the result he will be bringing, that's a very big disappointment. Because presently he's the African best player. But he's not showing it.
Do you think that the crisis going on between him and Atlanta affected his performance as well?
I don't think it should affect his performance as a player. This is your job. This is what they are paying you for.
But psychologically, you know that sometimes it can affect.
You should expect anything at any time. Like we are having a discussion today. I said, even this job, normal job, at some point they say they terminate your contract. You don't want to. You must expect everything. You must be ready. So look, I don't know what is actually wrong with him. He has a lot of time to use ball, give passes, but you sure want to show. I see that showcasing. We don't need showcasing. In fact, this kind of game, we don't need fantastic. We don't need fantastic game. We don't need possession game.
Don't need to hang on the ball.
Don't need to hang on the ball. You just need to connect with your striker and score a goal. But in this game that I watch, I don't think there's one connection between our midfield or our wing with the striker. There's no.
Let's look at it. Do you think that NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation, are to be blamed for their role ahead of the qualifiers? We had Jose Peseiro, which took us to the AFCON final, though most Nigerians were not convinced because we're not playing that beautiful football. But at least we were compacted in the back moving forward. Do you think that NFF should have let Peseiro continue with the Super Eagles instead of letting him go after the Nations Cup?
That NFF are a set of group of people, useless set of people I've ever seen in my life. The problem Nigeria is still going to is caused by NFF right from the beginning. I don't know the reason why you have to just how much this guy is asking for. He's going for that guy Peseiro is going for that AFCON competition. He's decided to reduce his salary. So anything he asks for, give him, because fine, the defense has been fixed. At some point the midfield has been fixed. The only issue we have is the striker, the front, which I believe by this time he will have been fixed.
So there was already a structure.
There's a structure coming up already. This thing was like he decided, okay, we can't fix these things once. Let's start gradually by gradually. First phase, I could remember before. We know how they used to score us when we have people like this guy. We use our goalkeeper. Uzo. We know what we face. Then he fixes. Then the defense he fixes. Even the midfield he fixes. Then the issue we have then is that there's no, which I said, there's no connection between our wings and our striker, which I believe by this time Peseiro will have worked it out. But they should have let this guy, even if we are going to sack him, okay, AFCON is coming. Finish the AFCON, paying anything you want. After the AFCON, we don't want your service again. Know that we are now using three different kind of coach. In AFCON qualifier alone. What will happen if we even qualify to that World Cup? We use 5 coach.
It's alright. So moving forward, look at our midfield today. We started with Ndidi, Dele Bashiru, and Iwobi. We lacked that creative midfielder. That natural creative midfielder is not there. We also lack that ball carrier in that midfield. We had more of strength in the midfield instead of that players who bring ideas and also bring good passes. What do you think that we should do to improve that midfield as it stands?
There's one mistake this coach make. I don't know why he doesn't start Oyenka.
Oyenka is also that type of player, that type of Ndidi player that will bring that energy to board. He's also a good ball carrier anyway, if we have to judge him by like that.
Because Oyeka is even more better than all those we see today. But it has happened. I think Nigeria should just try to implement our own base play, a little bit of home base player. Like this competition, I expect like 4 home base players to be available. But we just believe on all this foreigner. Forget about maybe they've used it sometimes, it doesn't work out. No. If you know how to implement, you can't tell me that you put 2 home base players on the pitch with these people. Even they know that these people, the home base player will be the one doing the rough job. Even all these foreigners, they will have enough time to even express to play. But no, all of them are big boys. Nobody want to put their body because they know once they get injury, now their club will come carry them. I was hearing that Oshime, Galatasaray used private jets to come and pick him up. You see how bad the management are. So you expect. I always expect Nigeria player. They won't put energy. They won't disturb themselves because we know the end result of what will come out if they have injury. So I expect all these home players at the end of the day they still dey home. They don't go anywhere, and they will be ready to work. They want to showcase themselves. They want to enter into the team, and by then you know that most of these injuries are sure when I have knee injury. You know that all of these are scam.
Let's look at it now. What is the way forward for the Nigerian football? We are definitely it's not. Our chances of going to the World Cup is just 5%.
You won't get 5%. mean like 0.9% I get.
Even if we win our remaining 2 matches, sorry, we'll be on 17 points. South Africa just need a win to progress to the next round, to progress to the World Cup. So as it stands, if Nigeria are to go to the World Cup, they should be among the top 4 best losers, which I think at this time is very impossible because they are also 8th on the rankings of the best losers. So what I'm asking you is, what is the way forward for Nigerian team? Not just about the next World Cup is 2030. What is the way forward? What plan should we put in place so that we must be in 2030 World Cup?
The first plan to put in place is first of all sack all those NFF. See, if you are talking about football, you can't just appoint anybody anyhow. Put people that know about these things. Now, at some point, Cameroon is struggling. Even they lose today, but Cameroon is struggling. Then they just have to appoint Samuel Eto'o. Plus fight, plus everything. They start fixing their problem one by one. Cameroon is 18 points. They are second 18 points. Even the person in first, I think it is 19 or 20 points. 19. So you see how tough the group is. But Nigeria, yeah, you'll be using someone that is a politician. Maybe it's politician on a Greek. Using to come and do Minister of Sports. NFL president. I don't even know where he's president. I don't even know his career. NFL president, he won't come and watch ball. He won't do anything. They just sit down, go to hotel, go and watch comedy movie, go and watch movie. AY. That's what they are using our money for. So they have to fix the NFF. Then second, they should remove politics or biasness in selecting their team. Even in this Europe we are talking about, I believe there are some players available that they are capable of doing this thing we are even talking about. This thing is not about calling player that has name. It's about calling player that will deliver. Go and check every other team. Even with the Morocco, go and check. It's not about names. Player that will deliver. So I believe they should not be biased in selection of players.
So it's alright. So